Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hack? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fallback. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it.
Three, two, one, let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, mic test 1, 2. Mic looks good. And see here. All right, very good. You should hear the background music just barely. All right, let's go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1. A bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it is always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorizations. We make trading easy. It's literally as easy as support resistance. That's it. Now, of course, if you want to have indicators, you can. They add to the confluence or the stuff that agrees with each other. One thing that's one of my pet peeves is when people say words, but if they're big words, I'm watching a bunch of videos, of course, I'm always learning, and they're always using these big words. I was like, what does that mean? So now I gotta look like a dummy and look it up when they can easily say, for example, confluence. And I always, after the words confluence, I always say the stuff that agrees with each other. Same thing with any other word that I may use, I always say what it is. If I abbreviate something, I always say what it is. It's just one of my things. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and get into the chart. So we entered this one. This is Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame. This is more of a scalp type trade. We did enter a long right at the very bottom, started coming up, and now it's starting to come down. If it comes down, it's fine. more than likely, hopefully it'll bounce off of this area that we have designated, and then of course go up. So let me know if the music is too loud. But what's funny though is because whenever I ask y'all guys, y'all say, oh, it's too loud, and I turn it down and I turn it down and say, oh, perfect, and then when I play it back, I can't hear it. So the music is supposed to be very, very faint to where you can still hear the music, but you can hear me, of course, way more than. So here's my voice, here's the music, and here's zero. So you can hear it, and then here's my voice. But every time I turn it down, and you're like, oh yeah, that's perfect. I play it back, it's like, man, I can't hear it. And then you might hear like a beat, and then nothing, and like a beat, like So hopefully this is all right. But if it is too much, let me know. If you can't hear it, let me know. I'm still kind of figuring this stuff out. Anyway, let's get to this, guys. So we did get into Bitcoin. Small leverage, right now I'm kind of seeing in the group to see if we're gonna start doing scalps. If not, and this is just a real quick, this is risking 0.3 to get 2%, and of course we're using leverage, low leverage, just to kind of test it out. But let's go ahead and hide this. This is more for the group. Forgot I had that on there. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's look at what Bitcoin is doing. And to here, go and look into the chat really quick. Into the chat. Give it 1 second. Lenny Kid, I love it. If y'all see my notebook, it has warriors written all over it, literally. I tell you what, guys, that's what we're doing. We are building trading warriors. That's what we're doing. We don't want sheep. If you're a sheep and all you want is the calls, hey, that's fine. Go for it. You'll learn, just like we all did. Because when I first went to a group, I really didn't want to learn. I just wanted the calls. Tell me what to buy, when to buy it, and that's it, really. And sure enough, got into a group, kind of expensive, and to come and find out, all those results they were posting is because they were literally posting 15 to 20 charts a day. So of course, the odds were in their favor to have, some that did really well, and those are the ones they posted. So I got bamboozled, and I lost a lot of money, guys. Man, I lost so much money when I first started, literally so much money. And I said, okay, let me learn. So of course I learned, and now I teach. And that's the best way to learn, is to teach. And that's what I do. And I'm still learning. You never want to be with somebody who, oh, I know it all. Nah, because there's always something to learn, always. And man, I watch these other people and I realize how much I don't know. And my system is good. It works really, really well. However, there's so much more that I can learn, and I'm very eager to learn. And for me, it takes me a while to learn it, because I have to do it over and over, and then back test it, and then try to prove it wrong. That's one thing I love doing, is I love trying to prove it wrong. So let me just make sure this chat is up too. Okay, good. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and go with this. Joe, you talk too much, I know, but I like just giving my thought process on everything. All right. So here, this was our thought process. And of course, I'm always updating the group in reference to just, what do we think might happen? And here, let's see here. We talked about this. I believe we talked about this already, to where we notified the group that, hopefully it can break this level, and it did. And this was our area of interest, and it, broke through it, which is great. So now what we can do is we can delete this, and I came down here to our order block perfectly. And let's see here, where did it hit? Okay, so here, so when it did this number and it came up, I put a video for the group. I said, man, I was really hoping that it would come down to at least here, this to at least here, but it started coming up, so we might start going long, but we just gotta wait. Then sure enough, it tried, couldn't do it. And this, when it creates a wick and an area that it should break out of, That's showing weakness. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to go down. That just means you have a higher probability, and that's what we work on. We work on probabilities. We have a higher probability that it's going to come down, and sure enough, came down nice and fast. Then it started coming up, and as soon as it started doing this number, that's when we posted in the group, all right guys, we're at the order block, let's go along, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do a quick little scalp, and hopefully, who knows, it could have been like an hour, could be a couple hours, but right now it is doing a little retrace, which is fine. And then let's see if it continues up. Of course, our stop loss is really tight, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Our main levels that we were watching for a support was 56.1, and our main area of resistance is way up here, but now we can kind of move it to where it's this. So we're gonna just move it over here. Let me make sure my magnet tool's on. There's that. Hold down shift. Okay, let's go ahead and adjust the number. Let's do this. Okay, so it should, let's see here. There we go. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna read your stuff in just a moment, guys. So this is the level that we're looking. So right now, this is our zone. So let me go ahead and get this off as well. And this is what we do. We're constantly moving our levels. And so we're constantly updating the group. So now this is our level that we're worried about. This is our low, this is our high, and it'll remain in this zone. And this right here, perfect. I mean, this is literally the 50% mark. Let's just see. So let's go from, let's do from high to low, I guess. High to low. I mean, look at that. So let's come over here. Oops, let's go ahead and just copy this. That way we're exact. Go and extend this out. Let me just put it down here. Here, second part. Perfect. Then now this one. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I think it's gonna be hard to get it. It's okay. Let me just get this out of the way. Delete this one. Now, back here. And this, let's go to paste. Okay. So these are the levels we're looking at now. 55.8 and 57.3. And the middle, look at this, guys. Like, how amazing is this? This, I mean, it's right smack in the middle. It found resistance and it's coming down. Now, hopefully it'll bounce off of the 0.5 on our fib retracement and then come up, break through this, and then continue. So that's what we're looking for. All right, moving on. So this is still in the downtrend that we've been talking about for a while. And what's so funny, and y'all, if y'all been watching me for a while, you already know what I'm gonna say. What's so funny is all these people. I told you this was gonna happen. I told you, man, you didn't tell me nothing. I'm an adult. You may have advised me, you may have warned me. I don't know, like warned either. Maybe I'm just getting too old. But you don't tell me. Like you can help me, you can show me, you can explain, but it's just so funny. I told you, nobody knows what's gonna happen. Like, we have a probability, and whenever I do something and it plays out, I never say never, but I have yet to say, I told you it was going to come down. What I say is, well, it came down. You know, we said that it might come down, and it feels really good when it does work out. Doesn't work out all the time, but it feels really good. Feel like a genius, but it could have gone up, but it happened to come down as we, you know, we're thinking that it might go, but just due to the probabilities. That's my terminology. It's never, I told you it was coming down. That's just one of my pet peeves. All right, moving on. So as we mentioned earlier, we do have our high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, downtrend, and it's going to continue beating this downtrend until it breaks higher highs. And once it breaks the first one, then the next step is the second one, and then the third one. But until then, I'm bearish. We can go in a range, up and down, up and down, up and down, until it either breaks up or continues down. So let's see what we got. Let's see here. We're going to look at some coins too. Let me go ahead and continue with the chats, going down the list. This is funny. Yes, Warriors all the way, guys. Warriors all the way. We're trading Warriors, guys. We really are. We really are. See here, Lenny Kid says, Joe, I think you should mention the Warriors training in this live for newcomers and old schoolers alike. Okay. So this is what I do, guys. This is what I do. I truly want to help everybody learn. I really do. That's why we do this 1 hour free mentorship every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Of course, the links are in the description. It really, in case maybe my computer goes down, or, you know, I'm stuck in traffic or whatever, running late, just to let you know, follow me on Twitter. Of course, I do post on there if, you know, anything does happen. Links are in the description. Now, it's for the link tree, and also it's in the pinned messages. Now, one thing that I do for the actual paid members, the VIP members, this invitation is for everybody. Now, granted, you know, people reach out to me and they'll say, Joe, man, is there any way like I can do like a one-on-one mentorship with you? And I'm thinking, you're already paying. Like, why would I charge you more? So what I do for free. Now, granted, it takes a lot of my time, because what I do is I have the members watch the videos that I have done. And on average, they're about 4 minutes long. Watch the videos, and then of course take notes. I review each of the notes and I make adjustments. I make corrections. And then of course, this shows me that one, you're paying attention, you're actually doing the homework. And then from there, it's a 3-step program. That's the first step. And then of course, the other steps I don't talk about beforehand, because I want you to do the first step. The first step takes the longest. Then the others are fast and easy. And this goes out to every single paid member, where I will literally go over all of your stuff. And there have been several people who have done this by simply just asking. I say, yeah, I'll help you out. No extra charge, no nothing. You're already in the group. I'll just help you. And then of course, they become more than likely admins. Now, the previous group that I was in, they had, there was, man, I want to say at least five people who came to me, and then they actually became admins for this other group that I was in. It's a much bigger group, much larger group. But I've had hundreds of people ask me, and I want to say maybe 40, 45, maybe even 50. It's a pretty good number. Each one that has gone through my program, is very successful, and again, for free. You know, when I was in that other group, I didn't charge them. I could have. I was encouraged to. I was like, man, you're already paying for this group, and this, not my group, but another group. I said, no, I just love helping. I could have easily charged a lot of money. There were other admins that were charging a lot of money, and I knew this firsthand. Now, of course, in the VIP group, if you're not a member, guys, what are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing? Now, granted, if you don't have the money, I get it. Every single day, 3 p.m., like, I will help you. Ask me questions. I encourage you to ask me questions. I encourage you to take notes of when I'm doing charts. It might not be your chart, but I'm giving you all the thought process that it takes to do your chart. I talk about entries. I talk about exits. There's times where I do deep dives, where I do fundamental analysis, tokenomics. You know, we're going over the technical analysis. We're going over support, resistance, how to strategically place your targets and your stop loss. I am literally showing you how to make money before I'm asking you for money. Now, all these other mentors, all these people that have groups, they don't do that. Well, 99% of them, what they do is they say, oh, give me money first, even though they're millionaires. Give me money first, and then I'll help you. Go in the group. I got admins that will help you out, and there you go. Here, I show you that I can make you money, and the people join because, well, I do so much more in the group. So anyway, but yeah, so this goes out to everybody. This is, I call it the Warriors training. You know, not sheep. You know, because I don't want sheep. You know, it's Warriors training. You know, I'm very strict on what I want. And then you do it and you keep on doing it. And then not only are your charts fire, so when you post them in other groups, they're like, whoa, like this guy's actually putting in work, as opposed to, it's so funny too. I see this all the time, as opposed to this. This is their chart. And let me just show you one thing really quick. Let's see here. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Let me see. Okay, let me adjust it really quick. Second. Moment almost done. Okay, and I'm done. So this is how, yeah, it's fine. So this is how I post in the group. I put the name of the coin, of course, you know, 4x short, you know, nothing crazy, not like 22x or 45x or nothing like that, 78x, 4x short. Enter now. I tell you when to enter. Granted, not financial advice for entertainment purposes, but I tell you exactly when to enter. And then I also say white circles are the entry ideas. So I actually have something like this where I'm actually drawing something like this. And then of course I put my circles, you know, we're buying right now. And then we are also entering right here. So basically what I'm teaching you here for free, I'm showing in the group as an actual setup. And I say white circles are entry ideas, reason for entry. I don't say just buy the breakout and then leave it up to you to, okay, what time frame? Is it the 15 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily? Like, when is it? We were on the 4 hour time frame on that one. And it says head and shoulders with the right shoulder lower than the left shoulder on the 1 hour time frame. Giving you reasons, continues to make lower highs. Bitcoin and most of the market not looking healthy. Price action under the 9, 30, 50, 200 SMA in sequential order, which shows weakness on the 4 hour time frame. Here's your stop loss. Here are your targets. I give you this, and then I update it when we need to move up our stop loss, when we need to, let's say the market turns and, you know, it just flips completely and everybody's going to get wrecked. I tell people, hey, close out your shorts or close out your longs, close out whatever trade you're in. The market just flipped, or it might flip. And, you know, past couple times I've called that out, and it's worked out for us. All right, moving on. Oh, what did I do? Did I delete? Oh no, I didn't delete. All right, so that's pretty much that. All right, moving on to here, going down the list of things. Okay, let's see here. Crypto Candy says, I wish there was an Ultimate Warriors GIF I could use. Hey, you know what? Once I start getting a bunch of monthly members, so YouTube, it restricts me on how many little things I can do. But once I reach a certain amount of members, active members for the YouTube, it lets me do more emojis. And we'll do one where it's a warrior. That's pretty cool. The Ultimate Warrior. That'd be pretty cool. What's going on, Ian? Appreciate you being here. Little Kid says your videos are fire, and I believe he's talking about the thought process videos that I do. I'm constantly updating the group with thought process. For me, that's very important, extremely important. So not only do I update with charts, but I also do thought process videos, and then I encourage the members to post charts and then ask for a review, and then I do a video review on that too. I'm very involved with the group, very involved. Let's see here. Tell Joe to sort that CC. Don't know what that is. Is that my credit card? Don't know. We got Theo in the house. What's up, Theo? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Theo says, can we please check CATDOG and Bob? Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's do some CATDOG. So this one, we talked about this one yesterday. And personally, if I was going to enter this trade, I would have entered it on the candle close of this one. And of course, it is coming down, but we do have a stop loss of 10%, which isn't bad. Now, I also did some research on the actual coin. In my opinion, the coin is trash. In my opinion. However, can you make money with this? Yes, definitely. And you can make possibly lots of money. I started doing this, it was a 9 million market cap coin. It has to do with just like everything else, where it has to do with payments, and there's so many coins that do that, so many projects that do that. It's been around for 3 years. It's only on 2 exchanges. Not good. I mean, there's so many red flags, It's up less than 0.3x since the beginning. Another red flag. It did have a pump twice in 2024, but with such a small market cap, it's pretty easy to do. So there was a lot of red flags on this one based off of the fundamental and technical analysis, or fundamental and tokenomics that I did off screen. I would not enter this coin. Now, based on the technical analysis, not knowing anything about the coin itself, I said, yeah, sure, enter. But now knowing, because I was actually going to post this chart, but now knowing what the coin is, trash, my opinion. CATDOG, CATDOG, regular trade. Okay, so this one looks pretty good. It is underneath resistance, so we just have to wait, and we would have to set an alert. Now, granted, this move could be like a 20% move that we have to wait, maybe even more. Let's go to alert. So I would set an alert at that, and let's go ahead and see what the percentage is from where it is right now. 60%. I would have to wait 60% in order for me to be comfortable to enter this coin. Now, of course, this is a meme coin. We're pretty sure very low market cap. And because of that, it can easily come down very fast. It can also go up very fast. Here, it looked like it was at the bottom. However, it wasn't. What am I showing? What is that? I don't even know what that one is. All right, so I would have to wait. Hey, Road Dog's here. All right, guys, so y'all know this. Whenever one of the fellow YouTubers comes on, I always give them a shout out. So here is Road Dog's YouTube channel. Definitely check him out. Sometimes he goes live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sometimes 10:30. He'll usually post prior to actually going live. Very entertaining. I love the Crypto Bowl or Super Bowl, I forget what he calls it, but very entertaining. Plus he does characters. Great stuff, good stuff. So for this one, I would actually have to wait. And then by the time it does come up, people, what they're gonna see is, oh, look, we got a cup and a handle. And then of course, they're gonna get all super heart, very happy about this coin. And then of course, our first target would be somewhere around here. And that's gonna be a pretty big move. Now, granted, for something like this, I would put very little money in. Again, not financial advice, but due to, I'm pretty sure the very small market cap, it's high risk. because this could go down quite a bit. Even though it looked like it bottomed, but it looked like it bottomed here too. So that's what I'll do on that one. I set my alert right here and then just wait for it. Yes, you are missing out on 60%, but by the same token, you're not entering this and then it coming down here to the base of this low, 73%. But what happens if it breaks this level, just like it broke this level? Now you're down even more. So I'll give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's look at the next one. The next one is Bob, B-O-B, USDT. And this again is on MEXC. If you're not on MEXC, guys, definitely get on MEXC. Now, if you can't because of whatever reasons, all you need is the ID. Now, reach out to me on Telegram and I'll talk to you about the ID that you need. You know, you need to do the ID for the verification, and it's very easy to do. Now, granted, you can only have one account with the ID. You can have more than one. I learned that the hard way. I still got to transfer funds out of one of my accounts. I think I only have funds in one account. I got to transfer funds from one account to another account. But anyway, let's see here. This one looks better. This one looks way better. See here, Trader Joe's, what's going on? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Again, guys, if you got coins you want me to do, let me know. It looks currently right now like it's found its base right here. Right now we are on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to a higher time frame just for giggles. Just for giggles. Of course, huge pump, then a dump, huge pump, then a dump, huge pump, then a dump. And this pretty much looks like it's ready to do another huge pump. And then, of course, a dump. So here it went up a whole bunch and then came down about let's just measure it out. So let's go from here to here. So this one was about 400%. Then this one was about 300%. Then this one was about 300%. So this one, if we just kind of guesstimate it, should be right around here, 222%, give or take. You know, we had all this, then we had lower, then we had a little bit higher, lower than this one, but higher than this one. So if we were doing kind of like a pattern, this one would be lower than this one, and I'd say about right here. Now, when would I enter? If you wanted to, this one, very high risk, very high risk. What you could do, for me personally, I would not have a stop loss. I would only put in $50 here, depending on how much you're willing to lose. I only want to lose 50 bucks. So I would put $50 here. Now, I would also do, once it broke this level, and of course, these numbers are pretty large, so you can see it hopefully. But if not, here's another number that you can kind of go to, I guess. I put $50 here, and then if it broke this level and it maintained it for about a week or two, then I'd put maybe another $50 in. And then way over here would be my first target. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because let's say I put in my first 50 and it just tanks. And my $50 turned into 42 cents. Okay. So it does this number for a bit and then it starts coming up. Well, I can get my other 50 that I was going to put in, total of 100, in here and just kind of see what happens. And let's say it comes all the way up over here and that $50 now turned into 600. So that's what I do. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see here, going down the list. Any other coins, guys? Any other coins? We're going through these pretty quick. We got Grant in the house. What's up, Grant? Appreciate you, man, being here. Let's see here. Lenny says, it's a chart time. Been waiting all day, wasting my time at work. You guys are funny. See here. Jono says, I'm the Lambo guy. Uh-oh. Jono, I'm the Lambo guy. At the top of the game. No more to learn. Sorry. Oh, yes. Yeah. He never talked about learning more. Never did. Let's see, Lenny Kid says, I spent 4 years lost in indicators. Man. Preaching to the choir. Preaching preaching to the choir. I spent 4 years lost in indicators. LOL. And now Joe has taught me price action. Yeah, that's what it is, price action. And I keep it super simple. Like everything that I'm showing you, I'm literally showing you break of structure or change of character, break of structure. I'm showing you market structure. I'm showing you like order blocks, liquidity zones. I'm showing you all these things without putting names to them. It's as simple as support, resistance. That's all you need to know. Like, why are you gonna, because there's so many different resistance zones, liquidity zone, order block, selling pressure, like it's the same thing. So instead of complicating stuff, and trading is only as complicated as you make it. It really is. If you just have those levels, well, it's going to be resistance until it isn't, and it breaks through. It's going to be support until it isn't, and then it breaks down, and then, whoa, we have other levels. So yeah. I see hashtag legend. The group is good. Yes. Yeah. If you're in the group, guys, strongly recommend it. Now, granted, if you don't have money, and I understand this, man, do I understand this? If you don't have money, like you can get all the information here for free. Just tune in every day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I show you, ask me questions. I want questions. There's so many mentors that I see on YouTube, and you ask them a question, they're like, oh, well, you got to go to my paid group for that. Oh, you want this special link? You got to go to my paid group for that. Like, man, like, you're a millionaire already, man. Like, dude just wants to make it. Give me a sec. Let's see here. See, 4 years, or maybe longer. I can't remember. Could be 5. Loss in indicators. Support, resistance, higher lows. You know, there's a time when you want to buy the breakout of a trend line. Right now is not the time. For example, let's say we had a trend line here. And you'll see it too. Like, I rarely draw trend lines, rarely draw them. Not right now, because let's just say we broke the trend line and we're coming up, but we have an area of resistance right here. We come up, we broke the trend line, get resisted right here, get rejected, comes down to support, bounces here, and now it does this for about a couple days, couple weeks. Then it eventually maybe breaks through this, and guess what? You entered here, you added on the retest, say there was a wick, you added on the retest, and you're in this trade way longer than you have to be. Now in the bull market, when everything is just booming, FOMO city, yeah, we'll buy the breakout. Might even front it, you know, depending on what we see. But right now, it's not the time to buy the breakout of a trend line, because you have to break this higher. So what I'm doing is I'm actually showing you without telling you. It's literally like the Mr. Miyagi, you know, wax on, wax off, paint the fence. Like, I'm showing you how to become a warrior without saying. What we're doing is we're doing a you know, this is a trend trading. You know, what we're doing is we got to buy the higher high. And, you know, this could be a change of character, or depending on the formation, it could be a break of structure, a BOS. And once we, who needs all that? Buy the break of this high. That's it. You buy it. And then now we have this as support. And then hopefully it goes up. Nobody knows. It could dump. Just depends on the market. But right now, this is what we're doing. We're actually doing trend trading. That's what we're doing. We're buying on higher highs. The secret's out. No, I've been telling you that for a while now. Or no, I've not been telling you, but I've been informing you that I've been doing that. Let's see here. Lady Kid says, no more pillow talk. I can do pillow talk. Oh, speaking about pillow talk. So it was funny. It was funny. I was watching this other guy, and y'all probably know who he is. I was watching this other guy, and of course, with him, what was he saying? that he was right, that he called it, and then somebody in the chat said, dude, why did you take that call? I told you not to, like I was right. And ooh, man, that made him so mad. He's like, you don't tell me, that you're right or whatever. Like how childish is that, saying, oh, I'm right and you're wrong? And he went on like literally for 5 minutes. And he's like, I do that in my group because, well, it's my group. And I can do that here on my channel because it's my channel. This is not your channel. It's my and he just went on and on some more. I was like, man, poor dude, man. Like, just think about it. Like, how awful does your life have to be? Granted, you're very successful, but how awful does your life have to be to where people can't even say anything because you get all pennies in a wad and, dude, it's just words. Just words. Hey, Amy Lives Crypto. Amy Lives Crypto, you have to change your name. It is very, very, and I'm sure you get this all the time, it is very, very difficult to say lives instead of loves. Very difficult. So change your name ASAP. But everybody check. Oh, I don't have you, Amy. Oh, no, I do. Hey, look at this, guys. I got Amy's thing right here. So what I do is any YouTuber that I follow that comes onto the show, I have their stuff ready to go, and I put their YouTube channel on. So definitely check out Amy. She has a lot of really great videos. So definitely check her out. But Amy, you seriously have to change your name. Unless it's already taken, then you would be Amy Loves Crypto 1. There's more than one, Amy Loves Crypto 42, whatever it is. But it's very hard saying Amy Lives Crypto. Very hard. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Crypto Candy says the best piece of advice starts with learning one indicator at a time. Yes. And then practicing, utilizing it. Yes. And that's what I do. Like I will have an indicator and I'll use it and I'll use it. I'll use it. At first I won't like it because it's different. And sometimes it's very confusing, complicated. Like there's so many different things on it. But the more you use it, the better you get at it. And then you go to the next thing. Same thing with, for me, I don't use patterns, but I do recommend you learn patterns because patterns will show you what and how other traders trade. What I do is I trade market structure. And in my opinion, market structure is the best because you're not looking at inverse head and shoulders and then it faked you out. You're seeing higher highs, higher lows. You're seeing all this other stuff. And of course, what the market makers are doing. So I'll give you a heads up. Just sub to Amy. Good stuff, man. Appreciate that very much. Let's see here. Crypto Candy says, I encourage anyone considering to join. Yes, definitely. The group, it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It really is. Like we give thought process, we give setups, we give support, really. I mean, there's times where, a trader will be like, man, like, I don't understand what this is. And usually I'll respond really quick. But we have a bunch of people in the group where they'll help out. They're like, oh yeah, you do it like this. And this is what you're looking for. And this, and man, it's really good. The process seamless. The process seamless, our group. Get prepared now. Yeah, you want to get prepared now. Big time. Because once everything starts booming, man, you're literally not going to know what to do. And the worst thing you can do is ask, should I enter now? Where should I sell? You're not ready to trade. Invest in yourself before you invest in the market, period. Now, if you don't have money, like I mentioned before, if you don't have money, not a problem. Like I literally teach you for free every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I give you all the information you need. And we may be talking about a different coin, but you can use this information on your coin. I give you all the thought process. And like I said, that to me, that's this thing that was missing from all these other influencers, all these other mentors that I would, pay for. They never gave me the thought process. They just said, do this. And me, why? Why do I do this here? But it was kind of the same, but you didn't say do it like that. Oh, well, it's just because it's different now. Just do it. It's like, what's different? Like, I need to know the who, what, where, when, and especially the why. And that's what I do, not only here, but especially in the VIP. I explain everything. Whenever you're watching my channel, whenever you're watching any of my training videos, I try my absolute best to leave nothing out. You should not have a question after watching anything that I do. Now, if you do, please ask. Because, you know, on these live streams, I do it so many times that usually the people who are normally here with me, they already know all the stuff. But the people who just come in and I see them chatting in the chat, I was like, oh, they don't know about this. So let me explain all of it. So that's what I do. Yeah, my biggest thing is just the thought process. Let's see here. One on the list. Let's see here. Trade at Joe's. It's here. Willie Boy. What's up, Willie Boy? So yeah, so what we do here is we go over Bitcoin, we go over your charts, I give you the thought process, I give you setups. I let you know if the trade's ready or not. I tell you when, I don't tell you. I give you information, I give you advice. However, it's not financial advice. It's advice on what I would personally do if I was going to enter that coin. I show you all of the steps. Once again, my goal is to get rich with you, not because of you. All these other mentors, all these other people, they're millionaires, guys, millionaires, and they won't help you unless you pay them. Here, no, not here, not with Trade Intuition. Like, I want to get rich with you, like together. Like, this is our crypto journey, and we're gonna absolutely kill it. If you have any coins, guys, like I said, put them in the chat. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Yeah, so definitely check out Amy Lives Crypto and check out her channel here. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. And then we got one subbed. We got one subbed. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know if you sub to Amy as well. Definitely let me know that. All right, let's see here. The teaching is solid on this channel. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and for me, repetition is key, and the simplicity, just to keep it simple. For me, I rarely use big words because, for one, you might not know what it means. You might not know what, here's one. Let me pull this up. Mitigated. I don't know what that meant. Mitigated. If this happens, then it mitigates. Mitigate? What's mitigate? And then, you know, I have to watch or listen to like 30, 40. Now, you may be way smarter than me as far as, you know what mitigate means. I don't know what that means. So it's like, what, I guess that, like, makes it not correct. And then 35 minutes later, then they say, okay, you know, if it does this, it mitigates the pattern or whatever. It's like, oh, why don't you just say it cancels it out or it's no longer good? Like, I can understand no longer good, you know, and mitigate. So just kind of give you a heads up. I keep everything very simple. And if I ever use abbreviations, I tell you what those abbreviations are. If I put, you know, HL, I'll say high or low, and then I'll spell it out. One of the reasons for that, I always have the beginner mindset. I remember when I first started in crypto and I joined a group and I posted a chart so I can get reviewed, and the lead admin replied to me, this and that, blah, blah, you know, and then, what did he say? He said, it was in TA, but it was some abbreviation. Now I'm thinking like, man, what is that? And I don't want to sound dumb, but I don't want to ask. So I'm Googling and Googling it. 45 minutes later, I found out what it meant. Oh, PA. I was like, PA? What's PA? So I'm looking and going to all these websites and, you know, PA meetings and PA charting and, you know, all 45 minutes later, price action. And did I feel dumb? So that's something I don't want to do. And same thing in my group, when I put, you know, and what I'll actually do is it's double the work for me. I'll put for HR for, you know, hour, 4 hour, and then I'll spell it out, time frame, and then in parentheses, I'll put TF. So that if they go to other groups and they just have TF, they know what TF stands for. Same thing with price action. I put price action, and then in parentheses, I put PA. So something as simple as that, I will literally spend more time doing that so that you don't have that same thing that I did. You know, I don't want you feeling dumb. I don't want you being afraid or embarrassed to ask. Like, I want questions. I want all this. All right. Let's see here. Keeping it real. Yes, definitely. All right, guys, we got about 4 more minutes. Since there's no more charts, unless there's a chart that gets put in right away, that will conclude for today. But just to let you know, guys, we are so getting ready to make a lot of money. Now, granted, I do think that we have more down to go than up. Ooh, did we get stopped out? Oh, we almost got stopped out. We're going to get stopped out. Very low leverage, 2x leverage. Ooh, man, we are right there. Based on the exchange, we might have been stopped out. Man, it was doing good too. We entered here. It was doing really nice, and then just tanked. You know, we got on the live stream and it tanked. It's okay though. We're just trying it out. It was a very quick, low leverage, 2x leverage trade, and depending on the thing, we might have got stopped out. Now, my plan, my thinking on this is, Bitcoin doesn't look good. I mean, it really doesn't. 4 hour time frame, lower highs, lower lows. It doesn't look good at all. So we'll see. You know, we'll see if we come back down here to 50, 52. And then better yet, the area that I really want to see between 44 and 40. Now here we have very little support. Granted, it is support though. But if we go to the daily time frame, we can see this. It's just a few days of support. We have a, you know, order block here. But what I really want to see is right here. Man, that'd be great. All right, guys, that's it for me. My name is Joe. This is TradeIntuition. We do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure to tune in. Make sure to check the links in the description. We have, of course, a bunch of stuff you can check out. I do thank you guys very much, and I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Oh, and you're going to hear my favorite song. Oh, before that, like I always say, don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't force trades. You don't have to be in a trade every single day. Let the trades come to you. Always have a stop loss. Be very careful out there, guys. Right now, it is just chop city. You can see that with Bitcoin. Just absolute chop city. So be careful. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, if you're in trades, more than likely it's shorts. And let's make this money. Take care, guys. We'll see you. And my favorite song is coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Here, can we get a bingo bango? Any bingo bangos? Let's see here. Here's my song. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. While it's packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade into intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West.